I just can't help myself. I've been gravitating towards these fragrances. I don't know what it is about these. They're just easy to wear. They smell good to me and they work for the situations that I want to wear them in. And I don't know. I've just been reaching for these 10 fragrances a lot. And I hope you guys are curious to see what I've been wearing lately. I don't do too many videos like this. I used to do the weekly fragrance rotation where obviously you would see what I wear every single day, every week. Kind of stopped doing that. Kind of got tired of it. But in this video, I'm going to be going over 10 fragrances that I just can't stop wearing. I've been wearing these fragrances a lot. As we've moved into spring, I'm able to wear some of my fresher, more citrus-based fragrances. And I don't know, I've just been craving these. So I do want to hear from you guys. What have you been wearing the most? Let me know down below in the comments. And again, I hope you're ready to get into this video. I know I am. Let's get started. All right, starting off with the first fragrance here. This one, I will admit, is a bit of a guilty pleasure for me, and I'll tell you why in a second. It's Bleu de Chanel EDP. Yes, Bleu de Chanel, probably considered one of the most basic, bland fragrances that you could ever wear. It's a mall scent and all this good stuff that people like to say about this scent DNA. That's why it's a guilty pleasure for me. I own fragrances that are much more unique and different than this fragrance, but I still love it and I still wear it all the time. I don't know why. I've just been craving this fragrance lately. As you guys know, I had a little 50 ml bottle of it a while back. I ended up selling that bottle and I was just without the fragrance for a while. And even when I had that 50 ml, I didn't wear it all that much. But here recently, like, you know what? I need to get Bleu de Chanel again. Ended up getting all the different versions. And I've been happy. I've been wearing them a lot, especially the EDP version here. The EDP and the Parfum have really been high in my rotation. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other blue fragrances that I could wear or that you could wear. Sauvage, Dylan Blue, Aqua l'Antique. But I don't know. After just wearing this one so much and kind of missing it, I've really been craving it and I've been wearing it a lot. Next, we have Acqua di Gio Profondo. So the new hype release of Profondo here. I haven't been able to keep myself away from this bottle. I've been really enjoying it. My girlfriend has been enjoying it. Typically when I ask her what she wants me to wear, this one is one of the ones she's requesting me to wear. I mean, we've both really been enjoying it and I've been wearing it a lot as a result. Now, I've already done a review on this one. You can go check that video out. I kind of covered just, you know, the general points of this fragrance, but I really like it and I think I do like it a bit more than I did initially when I first smelled it and I was first testing it out. It's really grown on me. It is something quite a bit different and unusual in terms of an aquatic and in terms of the Acqua di Gio line. It's probably right up there with Profumo for me now, at least pretty close. I mean, there's still something about Profumo that is just incredible, but Profondo, I find its own particular uses and different versatilities as well. And I've really been enjoying it. I would say probably my favorites from the line right now, Profumo, this one, and Absolute Instinct. Those are probably my favorite three. And like I said, I can't keep myself away from this scent here. The new Armani Acqua di Gio Profondo. If you haven't tried this one yet, I would recommend trying to grab a sample online because it's really, really nice stuff. Next here we have Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. Another easy wear, and that's kind of the trend you're going to see with this video. Obviously, due to the current situation that we are all in, I'm not going out. So I'm just staying at home, just doing whatever, trying to find weird little things to do to keep myself from losing my mind and try to stay somewhat entertained. So I'm just going for fragrances that are just pretty chill, pretty easy to wear, just kind of casual, throw them on, and stuff that really I can personally enjoy. I'm not looking for projection monsters so everyone can smell. I'm just looking for scents that kind of put me in a better mood, kind of chill me out, and just make me feel good and enjoy what I'm wearing. And fragrances like Tom Ford Grey Vetiver, they just do that. I mean, it's a vetiver-based fragrance, obviously, but it is done to perfection. It's a nice, soapy, clean vetiver, which I really like. Sorry about the lack of focus there. And it's a great one here. There are a lot of vetiver fragrances you can choose from. Are there some more affordable ones than this fragrance? Absolutely. And you could go for a number of other vetiver fragrance. Obviously, this Tom Ford one, going to be a bit more expensive. But for me, I do like the really soapy quality and soapy aspect of this one has compared to some other vetiver fragrances out there that are maybe a bit more affordable. Regardless of that, I've really been enjoying this one a lot too. Super easy to just throw on and enjoy. Of course, we're talking about the EDP version, which is the current version in production. The EDT was discontinued. That's a bit more citrus heavy This one, the EDP, leans a bit more soapy. Moving up next here, we have another fragrance that I've recently reviewed, and this is one that I've also recently discovered, and it blew my mind. That's Lacoste L'Homme. So check out my full review on this one if you want to hear my full thoughts on it. Just to kind of give you a quick little summary here, I love it. I think it's incredible. About $30 for a 100 ml bottle. Killer price. You got to check this one out if you haven't tried it. If you were like me and you missed the hype train and you missed the whole wave of, people talking about this fragrance and reviewing it, you got to jump in now, because I waited way too long and now I really enjoy it. And obviously it's in this video for a reason. I can't keep myself away from it. I've really been enjoying it. I think ever since I've got it, I've been wearing it just about every day. Not necessarily as my primary fragrance, but just about every day since I've gotten this and reviewed it and all that stuff. I've been spraying it at least on my hand or somewhere on my body, or wearing it to bed or something like that, just so I can smell it. I just love the scent. I think it smells so pleasing. I love the orange you get from this fragrance. It's kind of like a fragrance that somewhat fits into fragrances like Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Cologne, Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche, that sort of thing. A little bit fresh and creamy, sweet, kind of fits in with those. Really nice scent here. Not a whole lot of talk about this fragrance, or really about the Lacoste L'Homme line in general. This one is definitely great, and I think it's one you should check out. 100% blind buy worthy in my opinion. Moving up next here, we have John Varvatos Artisan Blue. Of course, I can't put a video together without throwing one of these bad boys in there. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I just can't help myself. And here, in this situation, I can't keep myself away from this fragrance. It smells so good. It's just so easy to wear. It's a John Varvatos fragrance. It's a nice, classy, fresh, uplifting citrus fragrance, and I mean, you just can't beat these, especially for the price. Going to be at around that $30 price point as well for these. Incredible quality, really something unique and different. I wouldn't say it's my favorite from their Aqua line, or just, from their fresher fragrances, but it's really up there. It's kind of worked its way up the ranks a little bit. I still probably will choose, scents like Artisan Pure, Artisan Aqua, those types over this one in terms of my favorites, but I don't know, this one I really have been wearing a lot more than those others, and who knows, maybe it's going to be climbing the ranks and becoming one of my favorites. But this is another great one from the house of John Varvatos. Moving up next here, we have another Tom Ford fragrance. This one, Beau de Jour. Heard me say it a million times now with all these other fragrances. Again, check out all my reviews if you want to hear like in-depth breakdowns on these. This one it's a fougere. It's an aromatic fougere, barbershop type scent. It's a classy type of scent DNA that you don't get anymore. I mean, if you look at the trend of fragrances, it's not lavender, geranium, mint, some woods. It's not like that anymore. It's ambroxan, bergamot, amberwood, everything else. Grapefruit, it doesn't go like this anymore in terms of fragrances. And this is really kind of a nice flashback to, before this whole blue fragrance wave, which is a nice for a change. Obviously, I have been wearing Bleu de Chanel a lot, which is kind of in that category I just talked about. But on days where I just kind of want to, take a step back from what's currently being released, those types of fragrances, I'll go for something like this. And what I like about this fragrance compared to some other aromatic fougères that I have, it's a bit more of a modern twist. So it's not straight up old school all the way through. It kind of comes back to a modern type of twist a little bit, which I really do like. Kind of connects old school with kind of modern perfumery these days, and for that I think it's really cool. Moving up next here, we have another super easy to wear fragrance, and honestly probably another guilty pleasure of mine. It's his Versace Pour Homme. I mean, look, this one's been around for a long time. It is probably one of the most popular Versace fragrances. It's a scent DNA that is incredibly successful and popular, coming from Chanel Allure Homme Sport. This is obviously the more affordable version. This one also is a bit more fresh and bright smelling in the opening. I love the scent. I love this DNA. Between the two, Chanel Allure Homme Sport and this one, I like them both. This one obviously easier on the wallet, a bit fresher. I kind of tend to reach for this one more on really warm days, and here lately just around the house I've been reaching for it just because it is cheaper. I don't have to spray my Chanels and end up washing them off or switching for something else out or whatever. It's just a super easy to wear fragrance, very affordable, $55 or so for a 200 ml bottle like this. Killer price. And I mean, look, this DNA may be basic, it may be generic, everyone may wear it or whatever, but you can't deny just how refreshing this stuff is. I mean, it's just so uplifting. And if there's one fragrance where, you know, I'm feeling gloomy and I'm just feeling tired of getting stuck in the house, I spray this one in the air or spray it on. It's just uplifting, puts me in a better mood. This DNA just does it for me. I really do like it, even though, you know, there are tons of other fragrances out there that are much more unique than this one, or at least, you know, different smelling than this one. So anyway, Versace Pour Homme. It's another one that I just can't keep my hands off of. Moving up next, we have another Lacoste fragrance, but it's not from their L'Homme line like we talked about earlier. This one is Lacoste White. This one is nice. It's something that I wasn't really fully expecting. It's quite a bit different too, which is pretty cool. I like it though. I mean, for the price you're paying, you can't beat it. Just this nice, crisp, citrus, floral fragrance for men. It's nice. Is it my favorite fragrance out there? No. Is it my favorite cheap fragrance, or, you know, even my favorite from the Lacoste line? No, it's not. It's kind of one of those fragrances that I would label as just all right. You know, maybe slightly above all right. It's nothing that's really necessarily groundbreaking to me or anything like that. But regardless, I've still been wearing it a lot. I do like to reach for it just because it's another one that is uplifting. It is bright. It reminds me of summer. It reminds me of being outside doing spring and summer type of things, which is nice, and it's kind of something that I'm looking for here lately. So again, it's another one, super easy to wear, super dumb reach type fragrance, very uplifting scent, and it's also affordable stuff, so you don't really have to worry about wasting it. Moving up next, we have Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme Ultime, another fragrance that to me is just soothing, it's just calming. A nice rose and ginger combination with some citrus, with some sweet backbone in there. It just smells nice. It's something that you don't get every day. It's something that you don't smell every day. Definitely a very unique release from the Yves Saint Laurent line. It's another one that really just puts me in a good mood. Finally, the last fragrance we have, Terre d'Hermès Eau de Toilette. I love that dry vetiver, that spiciness mixing with the nice orange top note. It's a classic scent, and this one is not going to be for everyone. I've talked about it before. I've done a video comparing all of these fragrances in their line, all the different flankers. It's going to be something where you have to like vetiver, you have to like dry, woody fragrances to like this scent, because it is very much all of what I just described it as. It's you know, nothing for the faint of heart in terms of, you know, wanting something that's extremely woody and masculine. You got to be into that sort of thing to really get down with this fragrance. And if you are, you're going to find that you love this fragrance. And for me, it's one that I really do enjoy, but normally I don't reach for it that often. You know, if I'm going to be going out somewhere, typically I'll just go for something else, maybe something a bit more wearable, or something just different. But here lately, it's kind of a fragrance that I wear for myself to enjoy. Since we've been trapped at home, I have enough time to do that, so I have been wearing this fragrance quite a bit. I like the Parfum version as well. That one's quite a bit heavier than this one. I like the Eau Intense vetiver version as well, but something about the original EDT DNA here, great one that you really don't want to sleep on. So guys, that was going to do it for me. That was 10 fragrances that I just can't stop wearing. I've been really reaching for these a lot, and I hope to hear from you guys down below in the comments. What have you been wearing? What are even some of your like guilty pleasure type scents? I've heard that kind of thrown around with some other reviewers as well. I believe Justin Copeland said he was going to make a video kind of on his guilty pleasure fragrances, which is a pretty cool idea. I don't know if he's done that yet, but he mentioned in one video something about guilty pleasure fragrances. And it kind of got me thinking, like, you know what, I have some of those too, hence the few that I talked about in this video. So again, thank you for watching. All these will be linked down below if you want to pick any up at some of the best prices around. That's going to do it for me, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night with another one. Take care.